Hey everyone, Cacophonous Corfish here. Abilities have been a staple of the Pokemon franchise ever since Generation 3. Some of them are awesome, but others, not so much. And today, we'll be counting down what we think are the top 5 most useless Pokemon abilities. I say we because I have a special guest joining me. Please give a warm hey to some northern guy.
Alright trainers, I'm some northern guy, and a huge thanks to Cacophonous Corfish for having me on today. As Corfish said in this video, we'll be looking at some of the worst abilities to burden the Pokemon world. In our opinion, of course.
We also did a collaboration over on North's channel where we covered the opposite end of the spectrum, the top 5 most useful Pokemon abilities. Once this video's over, be sure to head over to his channel and check it out. But before we start, let's run through some quick dishonorable mentions. Flash Fire. If the Pokemon's hit by a Fire-type move, its own Fire-type moves will be powered up. This would be useful if every Pokemon that could have this ability didn't resist fire.
Forewarn. This one's okay, I guess. It tells you a random move of your opponent's when you enter a battle, but 9 times out of 10 it is useless information.
Hustle. This ability gives up accuracy for extra attack power. If you're the gambling type, this ability might work for you, but accuracy is really important, because even the most powerful move is useless if it can't land.
Solar Power. This one increases your special attack and strong sunlight, but every turn your HP decreases. If you want to play a glass cannon playstyle, then go for it, but honestly, you should probably just ignore this one.
Lastly, Damp. This one keeps the moves Self-Destruct, Explosion, and Mind Blown, along with the Aftermath ability, from working. It keeps 4 pretty specific things from working. Not completely useless, but still not very useful either. Now that that's done, on to the list. Number 5. Truant. Let's be real, you all saw this one coming. And if you didn't, chances are, you're a noob and have no idea what it does. Truant Pokemon can't attack consecutive turns. So basically, instead of attacking, being a lazy ass and around the whole battle. You can't get much less useful than that. Why is it only number 5 then? Because believe it or not, it does have one use. One of only 3 Pokemon that can have Truant is Durant, and Durant can learn Entrainment. This move replaces the target's ability with the user's. So with this, you can stick Truant on your opponents. So there is some good reason behind Truant's existence. It was made to balance out an extremely strong Pokemon, as well as, well, I already told you. However, only one Pokemon can do that, plus it has no other uses. So final verdict, Truant, while not completely useless, is overall useless. And that's why it's 5th place. There's more to Pokemon battling than lazing around like a fat tart all day, you know?
Number 4. Runaway. So, you guys have heard of Pokemon battles, right? They're not that big of a deal, I suppose, just the entire premise of these goddamn games. What is really helpful in a Pokemon battle is having an ability that actually helps defeat your opponent. Runaway is the exact opposite of such an ability. As the name suggests, if your Pokemon has this ability, they can run away from any wild Pokemon battle without fail. Okay, I get it. It's infuriating when you can't escape from a wild battle. There's times that I've wasted so much time trying to escape from a wild Pokemon battle, it would have been quicker for me to just defeat the Pokemon. But Runaway has 0 effect in trainer battles. And you know what at least 75% of battles are in Pokemon games? Trainer battles. Bloody useless.
Number 3. Wimp Out and Emergency Exit. Those are 2 abilities, cheater! They both do exactly the same thing, and not to mention, their signature abilities. So pull your panties out of your ass, you uptight stickler. Anyway, as I assertively said, these abilities both have the same effect. When the Pokemon's HP drops to half, it automatically switches out. Okay then? Only one word can describe these abilities. Annoying. Just simply annoying. I guess they could be useful in some cases, like getting a free sub-in, but apart from that, these abilities have pretty much no use. Sorry, I can't say any more here. These abilities are utterly useless, and not to mention, I can't see any good reason for their existence. And you know what? It's too bad. Golisopod's an awesome Pokemon, but it's stuck with a sucky ability. And Wimpod too, but no one cares about Wimpod, so...
Number 2. Defeatist. I'm actually offended by the very existence of this ability. Defeatist halves the attack and special attack of your Pokemon when their HP drops below 50%. Why is this a thing? Someone was paid to not only come up with this ability, but then code it into the game. Fortunately, the only Pokemon unlucky enough to get lumbered with this trash are Archon and Archeops. But it's their only ability. Why on earth would you use these Pokemon? Okay, fine. Archeops has 140 base attack. That's fairly decent. And its defenses are so terrible it probably won't even survive an attack, so Defeatist can kick in. But why hinder it even more with an awful ability? Sort it out, Game Freak.
Last and least, number 1. Now, except for Defeatist, every ability on this list has at least one possible use. However, this one, nope. I'm talking about Slow Start, the signature ability of Regigigas. It halves its attack and speed stats for the first 5 turns. Yeah, you can't get much more useless than that, to rather important stats being lowered, albeit temporarily, but for quite a long time. 5 turns, that's pretty long. It could use Skill Swap or Entrainment. That would be useful, if it could actually learn those moves, you brain. Well, it's legendary, so maybe it's for balance purposes. There are other legendary Pokemon who are stronger than Regigigas, but don't have hindering abilities. So, no, that's bullcrap. There's just no justifying it. Slow Start has no uses whatsoever, and that's why it's easily the most useless Pokemon ability. Sorry, Regigigas, your ability sucks ass. Someone at Game Freak must hate your guts. And there it is, what we think are the top 5 most useless Pokemon abilities. Big thanks again to North for helping me out with this list.
My pleasure, Corfish. I've never actually realised how shocking some abilities are in Pokemon. And guys, be sure to watch the video we did over on my channel, where we cover the top 5 most useful Pokemon abilities, if you haven't seen it already.
But first, if you enjoyed this video, please drop a like. Also, let us know what you think is the most useless Pokemon ability in the comments. And for more Pokemon videos like this, please subscribe. Until next time, hey, thanks so much for watching. Cacophonous Corfish and some northern guy out.